I took Santa in a cage and people armed with guns. This is everything that Bill Murray's Scrooge warned us about.
It's also it's in Finnish.
Well, I mean, how do you watch it? It's not finished yet. And I'm bummed. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waiters.
I was chuckling. Really, you just couldn't hear me.
Yeah, we had no snow this Christmas, but we got a small ice storm afterwards.
Oh.
Well, we didn't get any snow either, but I'm waiting. Every year, I'm waiting.
There's snow on the ground.
I mean, it does snow in Florida.
I saw flurries once, but snow stay on the ground is something I've never seen.
I think it's not. I remember the Texas Ice Age that happened.
Texas Ice Age?
Back in 2022, I think that Texas actually had a bad giant amount of snow and ice.
Oh.
The roads were ice and everything. It went in at like below 0 Fahrenheit.
That's pretty wild.
My buddy had to drive through it to get to a safe place, because their place they had no power, so they had to drive icy roads. But he's safe now. But he got there safe because he was from he handled ice roads before, so at least he had that experience.
Have you driven on ice?
Once in a while, but I don't like it.
Fun.
The scary part
So
is
much
that if you
fun.
don't see the ice, like if you don't see no snow, it's just black ice. That's just terrifying.
Oh, black ice is the worst. Oh my god, black ice is the worst.
Because you can't see it, and it's just you don't because you think, oh, I can't see. There's no snow or ice on the road.
In 1993, I think it was, maybe 1994. One of those 2 years, we had a really, really bad snowstorm in Pennsylvania. And I'd gotten back from a trip with my father, and was really anxious to go see my girlfriend, but the snowstorm was really bad. And it had iced over pretty heavily, and I remember driving out of my community and making a left, and my car just didn't stop turning left, and I did a full 180, or 350. It just went left. It just kept going left, and because it was sliding on the ice. I'm like, oh, that's probably not going to happen. So I waited until the ice melted a little bit, and I drove up later. And she lived down this giant hill. Pennsylvania is very, very rocky, mountainous, and going down the hill was fine, but I had to go back up the hill. And the whole hill was covered with ice, so I was driving up the hill and my tires just like stopped working. It just started sliding backwards. And then I tried again, didn't make it up the hill, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to slingshot up this hill. So I backed up, I revved up my car's little engine, vroom! I went up and I almost got to the top. I was like so close to the apex, right? And my little tires go, and I slide all the way back down the hill, and I'm like, man, maybe I just need more speed. So I went like back really, really far around the curve. I'm like, I'm just gonna like go like maximum velocity and hit this thing. And I go and I'm driving, and I hit the hill, and I'm driving up the hill, and I hit the ice, and I get up, and I'm almost to the top, and I reach the top, and I see these other kids from school, and they were building a snowman. I don't know, they stopped, and they were just watching with horror as I got like that, like, you know, I had my like crazy face on. I'm like, gritting my teeth, like, yeah! And then like I got to the top, and I'm like, yes, I made it! And then realized there must have been ice on the other side of the hill as I proceeded just to slide down the other side to my room. We used to keep bags of Bucky's goat feed in the back of my car to weigh it down, because I didn't put chains on my tires. I just weighed the back of my car down with Bucky's goat feed. and my car needed service, and I took it to the place, and guys working on it. And, I came back, and I guess my mom picked it up or something, and I came back from school and had a big note in it. Adam, feed the goats. I thought it was funny. So we had these like 30 turkeys and like 12 deer that like lived, like they would come to our backyard, and they just kind of like congregated there. And the reason was because I took the goat feed, and I would every day one of my chores was to go and put the goat feed out for the deer and the turkeys. And you know, you had to open them bags, and they're pretty thick bags, but I had a katana, so what particularly was a ninja. I had a ninja sword. I had me a ninja sword. So I would come up with very creative slash techniques to open the bags of goat feed every day. It's amazing to have all my fingers. I do these like jump 360 slashes, like I thought it was a video game character. No, that's exactly why, because I thought I was a video game character.
Oh my god. Like, seriously. How did people survive?
I don't know, I used to shoot arrows into my garage. Like, that's where I did my archery practice. My uncle, and I have, I think I have video of this. My uncle for, I don't know, I was in middle school. He got me a sword. And, not just one, but like, he got me like a short sword, and then he got me that ninja toe and, Tio. Not ninja toe, because, you know, that'd be quite a feat. So my folks were like, is that a good... And they already knew. They're always like, yeah, I think it's fine. I had a very large arsenal as a young person. Shurikens and Sai and Tonfa and Kama, which are like the little sickle scythes. And I always wanted a man in Higasari, but I could never afford to get one. It's like the chain thing with the ball in the end. But I did fencing and archery and martial arts, and so we would go out in the back of my house when it would snow, and we'd kind of build an army of like evil snowmen, and then we would practice like cutting through them, and like, you know, if you kind of staggered them, so it was like there's one on the right, you go a little bit further, there's one on the left, another one right. You could do these cool like roll moves and like try to decapitate them, and then you had to rebuild the snowman after like every move. So you tried to cut as accurately as possible, so you had more of a complete snowman to put back together.
Oh. Oh.
No wings.
And that was when I... What's that?
No ice wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
welcome. Clarion is in the channel.
Oh, hey, Clarion.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
Doing lovely. How are you?
I'm all right. Did you hurt your throat by chance?
Yes and no.
And she's just really committed to this cosplay.
Oh, okay.
Voice acting, like, extreme. Never breaks character.
No. Seriously, I'm looking into getting a text-to-speech thing so that I can continue streaming every time this happens.
So, voice damage aside, how was your Christmas?
Very relaxing.
That's good.
Our family basically never gets out of pajamas, never does anything. We just open stockings and hang out home
Well, that sounds comfortable.
under blankets. Pretty much. Yep. Oh, I'm fishing? When did I start fishing? What the?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get it off.
Me the whole time to finally get an Elma kitty. So excited.
There's a few of them now.
I know. Every time I see a new Elma kitty, I think of new ducks.
I keep getting asked in the Artix Games Discord to make a blue pet now too, to go along with it.
Oh.
But I told them she's too ugly to put in the game, so I can't put her in.
What? That's terrible.
Hey, it's not my fault she looks like a goblin.
What make it adorable?
You should see the memes they're making of both cats in the server. It's, they're kind of like little mascots now. Little celebrities.
I was collecting them to match my 2 black cats.
I can respect that. I do the same thing in games now, where if there's like a black cat pet, I'm like, oh, I need to get that.
Yep. So, okay. What about an Alma cat, like the duck, wrapped in tangled lights?
I can ask Josh for that.
It's... What cat would not be tangled in lights? Come on.
This is true. It's why I'm not even bothered trying to put up a Christmas tree in my new apartment because, like, I say new, it's the apartment I've been in for like 5 years now, but I've not even bothered because I've had cats the whole time I've been here. I'm like, well, I know what's gonna happen if I try to put up a Christmas tree. It's not gonna be good.
Oh, there we go. Alma travel again. Actually, my cats do not mess inside the tree, but they nest under it.
That's adorable. See, here, Alma would be good. I know that much because she's like a saint, but Boo would not be good, and that's the problem.
I need pictures of Boo. I need to see Boo.
Do you want to see her most goblin picture ever?
Ever, yes.
Give me 1 second. I should just have this like perpetually saved on my computer to get it ready instead of having to search for it.
If you've seen on my channel, there's a head of a black cat. And it's looking for a symbol. That is one of my cats.
That's
She's
awesome.
She's sitting at my table looking up at me.
I DM'd you the most goblin position Boo's ever been in. If you don't think that's a goblin and not a cat, I mean I don't know what to tell you. Like that's not a cat, that's a goblin.
Oh my goodness! It's awesome though. I love it. That is part goblin, definitely.
Not part. It's like 90% goblin, maybe like 1% cat. I'm not sure that she's supposed to be a ragdoll, but she doesn't look anything like a ragdoll. Her sister looks like a ragdoll.
That does
But
not
she
look like a
doesn't.
ragdoll. Our Shmee is a ragdoll.
Ragdolls are
Ragdolls
gigantic.
are-
Have you seen pictures of Shmee?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness. I will have to send you a picture of Shmee.
Adam and Kiba, I sent you the photo I sent to MJ. You guys feeling left out. I'll send
Oh,
you.
well, thank you. Oh my gosh, that is the most goblin cat I have ever seen. Did not expect that to be coming. That's like...
That's more gremlin than goblin.
She's like, that's not a cat.
Na 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 na.
Well, it is Christmas time.
I mean,
It is a Christmas movie. I forgot that.
I could share the picture of this cat.
What's the most inappropriate Christmas movie?
Probably Gremlins.
No.
No,
Gremlins and Die
this
Hard are fine.
cat
Santa.
would go well in Rare Exports. Brain, you have to go watch Rare Exports.
It would definitely be Bad Santa then, if not Gremlins.
And there's like some Christmas horror movies.
It is.
Black Christmas.
It's very much like a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I
I mean,
think
Gremlins,
Guys, I already got you covered. Just go watch the
Yeah.
movie. It's the one. It's what you've been looking for.
Gremlins is
It
a horror
is.
movie.
can Christmas classify as one of the holidays of spookiness? Because there's a spooky Lord of Christmas.
Come on, the original Santa. That's what Rare Exports is about. The original Santa.
Krampus is ironically a pretty good Christmas horror movie. I don't really find it that scary, but it's like enjoyable.
We should make a Christmas movie. We should make the worst Christmas movie ever made.
The 13 Days of Frostfall.
And I have, I think, 15 of the swords, so 16.
The moral of the story should be never forget to sharpen your sword.
Or axe. Chop down the tree.
You need to sharpen the candy cane. Always keep your candy cane sharpened.
I had this movie idea called like Worst Day Ever, where it just starts off and there's just this guy, and like he loses his job, his girlfriend dumps him, and he gets sick, and he finds out like stuff's wrong with his folks, and then he's like leaving the office, and then like, you know, all these people, including himself, gets like burglar, and then he has to deliver a baby in a car, and then like all these normal bad things happen, but as the movie progresses, like it just escalates. There's a zombie invasion, aliens invade, the asteroid like is breaking through the atmosphere. Like it just like perpetually gets worse, and there's no redeeming quality. He's not gonna like save the world. It's just a guy who's just going to endure the worst day ever, and then the end of the movie, it's just he survives, right? He's like, well, I guess it could have been worse. But it literally couldn't have been.
But like the next day was even worse.
See, I'm really in the Christmas spirit right now. I think we got this.
Yeah, did you get coal or something? Because you're in a mood for sure.
Yeah. I got something better than cool. I got coffee. I have
coffee too.
Oh, you got coffee for Christmas?
I always drink coffee.
Yeah, but did you get coffee for Christmas?
Yes.
What flavor?
Death Wish.
Coffee.
Oh, nice. The medium blend or the dark blend?
Dark.
Dark like my soul. Yes, nice.
It's the reason I'm not a coffee guy, because like all I drink is instant coffee, and it's only like a crutch. It's like if I don't think I'm gonna get through the day, that's the only time I'll drink coffee.
I mean,
see, I have this
coffee helps me relax.
Christmas present arm treaty with my mom and wife. See, way back in the early days of 2000, we just kept like, it was almost like competitive like gift giving, and that's not what my family's like, but like we would just keep trying to get nicer and nicer things for each other. And then we had a family talk, and we're like, I think we should just not do this at all. We should make a truce, and just anything, you know, we were going to get for us, let's take care of other people, donate, and send money up north to the family. And everyone was like, okay, agreement. So every year that's what we do. We don't get each other presents. We get the kids presents. We just, you know, all the adults don't get each other presents. Sorry for my cough. And but this year, my mother broke rank and file, and she got me a box. I'm like, what is this? This is a violation of the treaty. But she got me a box of coffee, and I was like, we'll let it pass. But it's okay, because my wife broke the treaty too. She my wife will make what's the proper word for it? It's like skin moisturizer, like a moisturizing cream out of like coconut and shea butter, and she just like makes it on the stove, and like she fills all these like old gelato containers with it. But so she gave like, you know, 8 of those to my mom and stuff, and they're really quick. I mean, it's like stuff you buy in a store. It's amazingly simple to make. I mean, I couldn't make it. Hard for me. But she's very good. So that happened. Clarion, you asked what my kids got. I told it earlier. Would you like to know what my children got for Christmas? I'm pretty hyped about this, because they were all sitting there. They had these like rectangular white boxes, and they opened them up. And I got them reams of blank printer paper, and they cheered. My children cheered getting blank printer paper. And I said,
what did
I
they
think
put in the blank printer paper?
Well, that's the thing. You can put anything. They saw the opportunity. They saw, like, creative people look at a blank stack of paper and get excited, right? It's like every time I go into like the, we go to the grocery store, and you walk down the aisle where they have all like the scissors and pens and paper and notepads, and like I get that madness. I'm like, oh, I want to buy all this stuff. Oh, I want to make stuff. Like, you get that feeling. I also get that feeling walking into Best Buy or game store. Yeah, look at blank paper. Creative people look at blank paper and they have a kind of different feeling that hits them. I felt like maybe I wasn't such a bad parent when I saw that happen. They were truly grateful for blank paper. I was like, dang. I got Aiden a book on C# programming.
That's cool. Has he started it yet?
No. I've been training the boys once every day during this break. I take 1 hour to train them like physical, like their health, and I take 1 hour to train their minds. And I have not been doing such a good job with the second part, unless letting them play too much video games bounces training their minds. It's Christmas. Because they're not allowed to play video games on school days, which I think is so cruel, because I just played all the time when I was a kid, right? So, but they're like, no, you can play on the weekends, and if your grades slip, then you can't play. And one of them had that happen, and he didn't play the entire semester. So they take that very seriously. When your games are on the line, studying suddenly matters, I guess. But what was I saying? Oh, C#.
Bringing the mind,
No.
C# book.
Yeah, I thought I taught them a lot, and then I opened this C# book, and I'm like, okay, guys, we are on page 4. We made it page 4 out of 100. Let's go.
What book was this?
What's that? C# for kids.
Okay.
And I'm flipping at the back, and I'm like, what kind of kid? This ain't for kids. They think 18-year-olds are kids. Is that who this is for? Who does polymorphism?
Clarion, from all of these Christmas events, if I put them in my bank, I would have had a full army of mini Clarions.
I love that that just started off as a joke and got canned.
How's he still alive?
Do you watch the show Smiling Friends?
I don't watch anything.
Oh.
I'm such a... I'm either busy playing video games or...
So it's a show made by a bunch of guys that used to do Newgrounds animations.
Are you serious?
And there's just one throwaway joke where one of the characters hands another character a miniature version of themselves, and it's like, that's a little version of me. I want you to have it. And I wanted just something to fill up the chest with. And just last second I threw it in there with the same description. But now people expect it to be something, so I guess eventually it has to be.
So that's it.
So eventually I guess it'll be something maybe. But then at the same time, that might kill the joke. The joke is it's useless. But maybe it should be something someday. Some people say it should be a travel form. I'm like, yeah, it could be a little Clarion inside of a little Tyke's car. Those red and yellow cars.
Yes! Oh, that's hilarious.
So that's the front runner for my idea if I actually do decide to devote any time to it, which I don't want to be clear. I'd rather work on other stuff. But
That's for the memes.
it is funny.
You need to create more ducks. More ducky duckies.
I don't know, I'm at duck capacity. I don't know if I can fit any more ducks in.
So what's the plan for New Year's?
I was gonna host another event on New Year's. Just
one?
I was gonna see if I could do multiple, depending on how I'm feeling that week. I need to see, but I'm hoping to do a few.
Yeah, because I think I live streamed all the events that I was able to attend, so got a lot of archives of that for the years.
Oh, I have my annual year-end birthday party stream on AQ3D that day. So if you do any event stuff, make something at 6 too.
I'm probably gonna summon Eclipsion and Pulsarian again, just like I did for Christmas. But need to go easy on those spawns. They I don't want them to like lose their value. So probably one of each.
Because
Dealer's choice on chest probably. I'll let people do some voting and spawn some chests at the event. Probably do Frostlight and Galarius. And I'll probably see if I'm gonna see if I can set up some other spawns just for it, because I see people were requesting the Void Queen be brought back.
Yep.
And she is spawnable currently, but her loot table was removed, so I need to set up her loot table again if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So,
like void gun. People want the void guns.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then way back during the when Battle burned down.
Oh yeah.
We should burn Battle on down again.
Never gets old.
Just like old times.
How about a swarm of dragons? This
This time someone just like, left something plugged in they shouldn't have. The whole town burns down.
My children ask for lighters.
This too crazy. Like there's a giant dragon egg in Battle on some reason, and it gets bigger and bigger. Eventually, it hatches and just whole battle burns down.
With us doing the rebooted story, I don't know if I should say this because like I don't want people to think I'm committing to this. I had the idea to have off the record, no commitment to this. Do not hold me accountable for this. I thought I told Goldraven about this. I thought it'd be fun to have like one final hurrah in the old world and have Valandi, the sheep boss from Burger Hero, actually get his true form and be like the final boss that resets the timeline, which is why we have like the new rebooted storyline.
I think that's funny, but you probably want to make something like that really serious.
Well, that's the thing. I would play it like super straight. Like he gets his final form and he's actually like a big villain.
I think you should do something like really like thematically correctly, like because I made that mistake in Dragon Fable and I always regretted it. Like I made a really key point silly. Unless like the entire player base is like rallying behind it, like I don't think I would like pop that on them.
I should hold a poll. Do you guys want Valandi to reset the universe?
I mean, that's pretty much what Kraken people are thinking. Like it'll be pretty much a 14. It'd be like a reborn. That's what people think was going to happen.
That's essentially what we're building. We're building like a full-on proper reboot.
Cataclysm, reborn.
Well, Cataclysm wasn't a reboot. Cataclysm was just like the world got messed up, like chronologically. Like it didn't like reset the universe; it just continued it. And the event was Deathwing just waking up and destroying the place.
It's fun to destroy things.
I mean, we have a giant meteor stored somewhere from the chicken cow.
There's something in the water down in Florida with the grinchiness and now liking destroying things.
Did you hear something hit the moon the other day? They caught it on camera. They hit the dark side of the moon.
Was it the Decepticons?
That was my first thought, because like 3i Atlas,
Was it the spirit of Pink Floyd?
My money's on the Decepticons.
I mean, the moon doesn't have like, atmospheric protections like the Earth does, so it gets hit all the time, but it's kind of cool that we caught it on camera.
It's just a giant, like moon dust is very corrosive. You never want to get down on your skin.
Right. You only want to get on Gladys so you can teleport her to the moon.
That's what they say. That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's what it's
not a lie.
That's why it's always going to be a Portal Free, because the Portal Free wrapped it up.
Oh my god, I met Gladys like 3 weeks ago.
Didn't you post a picture of it?
Did I? I think I posted it to you, maybe. I don't think I posted it publicly.
I feel like I saw this. I was aware of it.
Because I don't post anything online anymore.
probably a good thing, to be honest.
Yeah, with the AI thing on Twitter.
It's been well, not even AI. It's just like people aren't very nice when you post photos and can do awful things with them.
I have a lot of funny stories, but I can't tell them anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have funny jokes, but I can't scream.
In space, nobody can see you. S post.
I sure wish I could say the actual S post, but I gotta represent the company, unfortunately.
One of my favorite things about Christmas. Actually, what are your favorite things about Christmas? Like, what makes this time special for you?
It's a checkpoint of being a checkpoint onto the next year.
Did you make like a New Year's resolution list yet? Crickets. No, I didn't. Anybody?
Christmas is not a huge holiday in my family. Halloween is.
Now I hit 1,000 hours in for IQ3D. One of my goals. Streaming it.
Okay.
Wow. That's a lot.
And still climbing. All archives on YouTube.
Christmas is my favorite time of the year, personally. I love Christmas. I like the
Why?
atmosphere. I like the
Why
visuals. I like the aesthetic.
The smell. The pine needles.
Well, it's not blue. It's red and green. So I challenge your liking the aesthetic. Wait, we don't have a blue holiday, do we?
Christmas is blue.
Christmas is red and white.
Christmas is blue. Look outside at night. It's like blue. Snow is water. Water's element is blue. Or the element of water is blue. So it's like, it has to be. I am claiming Christmas as a blue holiday.
Is Deja's birthday a blue holiday?
Blue color?
What was that?
Is Deja's
change Santa's blue color? Coca-Cola changed it from green to red in the 20s. We can change it to blue.
It's blue, and it'll be for Pepsi, because Pepsi's superior.
Blue and red.
Blue Christmas. I ain't Elvis.
Also, Deja's birthday can't be a blue holiday, because I'm claiming blue.
I think Christmas is red and green.
Yeah.
Yep, Christmas is red, green, and white.
No, blue. Red, green, and white is Italy. Christmas can't take that from Italy.
A couple of days ago, I asked ChatGPT why green, red, and white were the Christmas colors. It turns out holly bushes. Holly bushes are iconically on snow. They're green with red berries, holly berries. That's why red, green, and blue, or red, green, and white became dominant.
I think you gotta start singing the whole pine cones and holly berries.
Christmas just gives me warm thoughts, because a lot of the imagery of Christmas has a fireplace, people huddled up and cozy, and it's just a good time.
We need your voice back so that you can sing. That's what the scream's missing.
So
Sorry.
So I was working on some sprites, custom sprites I did, and I'm trying to get Ducky Ducky's eyes to work, but I couldn't. So they had to pick sunglasses.
That's clever.
That works.
Because how small the sprites is, so they get sunglasses instead.
Definitely works.
I'm trying to find cocoa branches.
A player called Boo roasted Marshmallow the other day, and that's all I can compare her to now because of her weird coat pattern.
Toasted
I
marshmallow.
like the cookies. The chocolate chip cookies.
You know, there's one type of cat coat I haven't seen in a while, but a brown cat, blue eyes.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I had a cat named that, and it was named Brownie. They had blue eyes. And it was brown fur, blue eyes. That's like the rarest.
I think the Sphinx cats and Siamese cats have blue eyes.
So these cats look like literal imps from fantasy.
Yeah, but a brown fur cat, like brownie brown, like a light brown,
Oh,
with blue eyes.
chocolate cat. Oh, speaking of Artix, okay, for Easter, I think chocolate moglins would be a great thing in Hero Mart. Instead of chocolate bunnies, we need chocolate moglins.
What if they melt?
I know you can't see the expression on my face right now, but I'm seriously processing this. Like, you can see the hamsters like going on my face right now.
That or chocolate dragon bunnies.
The Moglins are definitely a winner.
Who makes chocolate molds? The shape of the Moglins is not very conductive to box space, but who makes? It sells custom chocolates. Are there any legal things around the selling of food products? Because I don't. Every time I ask Strike to put some food stuff like coffee on here, where it's like, there's all these legal things, and you don't want to do that. Trust me. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know if you can ship it outside of the States, but I think you could do it like domestically.
Yeah, you might can ask a third party to do it.
Yeah. Then like you ship through them and you can't put the codes on it.
Yeah.
So you know the wrestler, the former wrestler from WWE, Baron Corbin. So I know him, right? And he's doing this like coffee thing now because he left WWE.
Dude, everybody's doing coffee stuff. Am I crazy? I feel like everybody's like, oh, you can fund me by buying my coffee.
Well,
I know it's perfect
he
too.
created this giant facility and he's like got his own like roaster now.
Wow.
And like, so he'll like he could like import whatever kind of coffee you want, grind it, put it there, box it, like full service thing. But I don't know how to sell it because of all the legal stuff. And
Yeah.
Strike's like, you don't want to be responsible if somebody gets like a bad thing because we're not even making the food. If somebody gets sick,
That's why a lot of places don't give out old pastries or something like that because they worry about someone will sue them.
I think a chocolate mold would definitely work. I would make little moglins.
Oh, let me come help you, MJ.
I think it might be
Thank you.
maybe not sell the chocolate, but maybe sell the molds.
Yeah.
What if we did Alma merch? Because the players seem to demand it.
I mean, absolutely.
That too.
I mean, people like cards.
I think we need to change the Ars Entertainment logo from a dragon to a big, beautiful black cat.
That would probably be very popular for them.
Let me handle the marketing, buddy. I can do this.
It's cats.
What if you just make like an Alma dragon?
So, a lot of fantasy dragons are inspired by the anatomy of cats, so we totally could.
I mean, look at Toothless. His
Dragon?
personality is based on a cat.
No, the animation movements they use for dragons are usually based off cats, like the way they move, which is really. Once I saw it, I couldn't.
I got the
unsee
present.
it. Oh hey,
Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, I can see that.
specifically like the European style dragon has like the 4 legs.
Yeah, dragon and wyvern, pretty different.
I always want to like. I wouldn't do this because it would just take away dev time for like more important stuff. But I want to do like a spawn that was an Alma boss that like is like this shadowy creature that like swipes at you and stuff, and have be like the hardest boss in the game. But would not do that because I think there's like way more important stuff to throw dev time at.
Like Ducky Duckies.
I know
Yeah,
Ducky,
like Ducky.
I know the Ducky Ducky doesn't have a move set.
There, and I told MJ that I would talk to you about since the holiday craziness is now finally over, doing some maybe make a couple things for MJ and the other like top streamers, like so they can.
Yeah, I was talking to I was talking to GR about it too.
Awesome.
For the monstrous bird as a statue, which is just a reskin. That should be no problem. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when everybody's getting back from the holidays, so I'll find out on Monday, I assume.
Well, everyone will be back in the second.
Is everybody's coming back on the second, you said?
Oh yeah, every year. So way back in the early days of Artix Entertainment, you know, we did the weekly releases since our inception, right? At first, we were just throwing the game every week, and then it just kind of became the thing. So, in those early years, you know, when we were all working out of my house, we would like kind of conspire to take the week from Christmas to New Year's off, and you know, we would just kind of like, and I don't know how to communicate this because thinking of this like makes me think I was crazy, but everybody would like we would queue up that release a week early, so it wasn't a very big release. Like it was normally the gifts would just open, so the gifts were all made already, and then everybody would take that week off, you know, minus emergencies and stuff, which happened a lot back in those days. And I remember like Monday rolled around and I was out walking Daimyo and I couldn't call anybody because everybody was off. And I always called everybody like and then like I was so alone for the week. It was just silence. I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out.
That's how I felt this week because I am terminally online and don't do anything else besides like either work or hang out at night. I woke up at 12 this morning and I like flopped out of bed and like was ready for the Friday meeting and nobody was there. So I'm like, what do I do for the rest of the day?
What do I do? There's nothing to do. I'm so used to doing events. I can't spot a bus stream.
How does it feel running those meetings? Like those rooms are packed and you're just like how does that feel now?
The Monday morning meeting, or do you mean like the?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Some stuff could just be an email, but I still like talking to everybody and see how they're doing and make sure everybody's having a good time.
I think it's important to have everybody there and make sure that everybody talks. You know?
I agree, dude. If it were up to me, we wouldn't be working from home. We'd be working in an office because I think that builds that's better for team building and cohesion.
You'd have a very long commute.
I would, but like I'm just saying, in an ideal world, I wish we all like actually worked in the office.
I mean,
that's what it used to be. That good.
I remember back in COVID, people were actually doing interviews and talks and stuff in Animal Crossing.
Well, like I said, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I really think working from home kind of hurts the creative process.
It's good. It does.
Absolutely does. And
I got lost in the dungeon.
Just take it to me, though.
I just no idea where I suddenly supposed to be.
If you roll back to 2010, 11, what would happen every Monday? We had basically 2 meeting rooms in the lab, right? I mean, we still do, but you know, we had my room, which is the war room, right? But we had another room that was just a pure like meeting room, and I had 2 TVs put in there, so we could put the sales numbers and the online counts and everything up in the thing, and all the heads of all the games would come into that meeting room at 11 o'clock on Monday morning. It was either 11 or 11:30, because I did not get into work early, and I did not leave early either. Because normally we'd get in around like 11 or whatever, and then I'd leave at like 7 or 8 at night. So, and all the heads were there, and the head of each game would talk about how their releases went for the previous week, what they had coming out the next week, and then we would review problems and things we had to solve. And like, you would think that those meetings would be like kind of exciting, but like, boy, did they just kind of like, at some point, like, become such a chore. Like, it's like, I don't know. And sometimes like weird things would happen in those meetings. But the part about being in person that was actually useful was I would go in every day, and right after that meeting on that day, and after every day when I would come in, the first thing I would do every day was, I call it rounds. I would go and I would talk to every single person in the lab to see how they were doing and if they needed anything. Like, that was just what I did. And I don't think most people knew why I did that, right? Like, I always felt it was really important to have that, like, that personal connection.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that. I've kind of like tried to like model a bit of like my leadership. It's like interpersonal stuff after like that sort of thing that you used to do.
That was like really great. Like in Colin's Corin's room was always the funnest to go into because he was always doing something really cool. Because like all his animation always looked really good. Like it didn't matter when you walked into his office, you were about to be impressed. It was just like he's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the players to get their hands on the cinematics he's making for Green Guard.
Sorry for my cough. And then I think the parts that were like really great is like, you know, everyone would be working on stuff, and this was really stressful to everybody else, but it was definitely how I did things. Like I would just pull whoever I needed in randomly and then make something happen, right? It didn't matter if it was like, you know, one of those special events or a guest thing or, you know, building toys or whatever. But I would just kind of like yank people into it. And the team leads would always get really mad at me. They'd be like, stop stealing my resources. And it was always like a juggling act. But it worked because we were able to do so much. And you would think that it would be really stressful for the people working on it. But the people who would like go work on these things, for the most part, it would like really like shake up what they were doing and make it exciting, kept everything fresh. And you know that old saying, if you want something done, ask a busy person. In that case, it would have been, you know, J6, JX. I don't know what we should call it now, JX. It's like Twitter and X, right? Like thanks, politics, JX. So that dude he is like the most insane like productivity machine. So like he'll like be like crazy, really busy, and you just throw something else at him, and he'll like just do it instantly. It's crazy. But everybody was always like that. I remember Kimberly Freeman from One Eyed Doll came to visit the. She went to the older office when we had the two offices in Osprey Cove. You know, that was when I first met her, and then she came, you know, a couple years later. Well, I guess they went on like tour like almost every year they came through, and they would always like stay at my place when they came through. It wasn't really convenient for them, but I really appreciated that they did it. And we'd always make sure they had a really hot home cooked meal or two, and like we had plenty of rooms back in the day. So anyway, she went to the new office, and I remember I was walking them out, and she just had this people who are on the road like her all the time. They have to wear like a mask. I mean, it's who they are, right? But they're it's kind of like being in character, right? Because you can never like disappoint people, right? You gotta be that version of yourself. You can't let them see you sad or angry or you know. And I just saw the mask like completely come off, and she said how incredibly lucky that we are, and then she said some very nice things, and but that like she saw everybody up there like working in like harmony and like that vibe that was in the office, which I took for granted until she said something. I didn't realize that it just wasn't that way everywhere. Like we genuinely liked working together. And, shame on anybody that tries to tell stories about otherwise. Like 95% of the time, like it was pretty awesome in that office, or more.
I mean, you would think with the rumors people share that we are all at each other's throats all the time.
Yeah, that was never the case. Like we had a couple bad moments, but like normally they were just like events that happened that like triggered something. But that just wasn't the perpetual vibe. And what feels great, right, is when you're growing and things are going the right way. What feels bad are when things are sliding backwards and the workload's too much. And that's not unique to us. Look at how many AAA game studios don't exist anymore. And we had this one new guy, and he joined us right as we were on the local Fox News. And I remember how proud he said he was of being there, because like we were just all these things we were doing just kind of like happening. And I'm sorry, I really just kind of delved into a TED talk, but I think this is where it's going. Is that like I think back in those days, we really had kind of like a white belt mind, the beginner's mind. Like nobody ever expected anything of me, right? Like I was always the stupidest person. I was always the, least likely to succeed, I guess, and I never felt like I had anything to lose. So I never felt like, oh, I can't do anything, because I'm like, well, like I'm not going to become a doctor. I'm not going to be, solving these big world problems. But I can make you laugh, and I would just kind of do these things. I kind of do things despite all the people that like hated on me so hard when I was in like high school, and the teachers that kind of looked down on me, and like kind of proving people wrong was like I think that was the secret sauce, the fire. And when Artix Entertainment started, we just kept doing just kept one-upping everything, because I had this like team of superheroes that were just like coming from all over the place from the community, just joining us and pitching in and making this stuff happen. And we started making the toys, and we did the card game, and like we did the Moglins, and we made Hero Mart, and we made AdventureQuest, Dragon Fable, and Hero Smash, and like the Deddy game, the like Fire Spawn game, the Moglin Punter game. Like we made so many games, and it's kind of weird. Like nobody ever asked us to make any of these things. Like nobody like said, "Hey, go do this." We just did it. And every time we would do something, we just wanted to do more and make it bigger and crazier. And AP Worlds being an MMO was super crazy. I mean, it was on a New Year's, right? Because we were talking about New Year's just a few minutes ago. And I had a party, and I invited, all my friends were the people I worked with. I don't have any friends that I don't work with. And I said, "Hey, bring your laptops." And they're like, "Huh?" And there was a new rule cast after this particular party, but we wrote an announcement post on New Year's. That's what we did at like the stroke of midnight. We put a post that, "Hey, we're going to make our next game, and it's going to be a massively multiplayer version of AdventureQuest that runs in your browser." And they're all looking at me, and they're like, "Do you have a plan for this?" I'm like, "I have a reasonable idea of how we might be able to do it." And then we just did it. Within like 4 months, we had a prototype, and it was like live. Like we moved it such good.
It was called Heroes of War, something like that.
No, I think it was called AdventureQuest Worlds.
He's thinking of Legends of Lore for the HP3D.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the 3D one. No, this was back when this is 2008. MechQuest had just launched a couple months prior in October. All of our games launched in October, and MechQuest did really, really well out of the box. Like it was very successful. And
Clarion, I can't tag you in photos. I can't tag you in photos on Twitter.
Why not?
It won't allow me. It says you don't allow it.
You gotta get your shields up. You gotta drop your shields.
People tag me all the time. I just reposted, but it's people tag me in.
finally found my Sim of Coco emote.
Hmm.
I love that emote.
Nice.
It's a great emote.
I think after AdventureQuest Worlds, you know, we had appeared in magazines, we had cards in stores. You know, I think people saw us as a real company at that point. Actually, I don't think that's what did it.
Not one of those fake companies.
People saw pictures of our office and started taking us seriously, right? Because up until then, like, you know, you guys know anything about Kingdom of Loathing?
I think
I know. I've heard the name.
I heard the name of it too.
Really super creative band of guys. They made a stick figure text graphic adventure on the web.
Mm-hmm.
Super funny game. And they had a booth at Dragon Con, and I knew who they were from before because, like, if you kind of go back to those early 2000s, you had Puzzle Pirates, you had okay, I just had massive brain failure. Hang
Loading
on,
of the West.
loading.
You can see it spiraling now. Suddenly.
Well, you know, I'm getting to that age. So, Puzzle Pirates and AdventureQuest and Miniclip and RuneScape, like they're just like Habbo Hotel. There just weren't like that many big things. There were like tons of little things, but big things were pretty far and few between.
Mm-hmm.
And Kingdom of Loathing was one of those like nobody knew how successful these guys were. Like these guys were so successful, and they had a very similar story to us. Their top guy had a house, but he invited everyone to come live and work at the house. So like they made a documentary in their early days, and I have it on DVD upstairs, and like it's so wild how similar our stories are. And I don't know what happened to them after, because they did go on to make a bunch of very, very successful Steam games, West of Loathing and Shadows Over Loathing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about their team or what their setup looks like anymore. But that era was really scary, fun. After we made AdventureQuest Worlds, we got contacted by Copa, and they sent a pretty big threat to us because, you know, back then collecting information of children and stuff, they didn't know, like, there weren't rules yet, and suddenly they were like, hey, you can't collect personally identifiable information. And
Well.
I'm like, oh, okay. And I remember like the communications back and forth because I'm very agreeable. I'll make anything work. You know, I always follow the rules. I try to always follow the rules. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, what do we do? Because we do ask, and we'd always asked what their birthday, you know, was. We had them get their age from a drop down. Like, no, that's not good enough. You have to enter in a birth date. I said, oh, okay. I was like, well, you know, I asked the email and the birth date, and they said, well, the birth date is personally identifiable information. Yes. So I need to ask for the birth date, but I can't store the birth date. Like, and the rules got really complicated, and it was us and Club Penguin that kind of went first solving this. And Club Penguin probably was the reason we got contacted because they probably got hit first and then immediately were like, hey, go talk to them, you know? So eventually I came up with a really grand idea. I'm like, okay, wait. So first you have to find out if they're old enough. And if they're not old enough, you have to get their parents' email to basically get approval. But we could also just not collect any information that's personally identifiable, just let them play. And then when they go to upgrade, only the parent can make the payment. So at that time, we can collect the parents' email address and stuff, and then it becomes a legitimate account. So that worked. boy, was that stressful. Like, we went through a couple, like, when we got the cease and desist on the use of superhero for Superhero Quest from DC and Marvel. My initial reaction, I was like, "We're gonna fight! Let's take it!" Because it would have been great publicity. Let's fight! Let's go! And they're like, "No, don't do this one. I know what you're thinking. Bad idea. Don't do it. Your legal bills are gonna skyrocket. You're gonna lose anyways." I'm like, "I know, but it's no, just change the name. I don't wanna change the name. I own SuperheroQuest.com. Doesn't matter. Change the name."
Oh,
I'm really mad about that.
I'm surprised that DC and Marvel never attacked the Hero City.
You mean City
Hero
Heroes?
City of Heroes, yeah.
The City Heroes. They did.
They did?
That's why they weren't allowed to have capes early on. They said their superheroes weren't allowed to have capes. Like the DC Marvel kind of coalition was protecting the superhero space so hard that it was anti-competitive is what it was.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Nintendo owns all its patents now.
Yeah.
I'm glad to pop out though, guys. So I will talk to you later. Thanks for having me on though.
See you later, boss.
See ya,
Chief.
thanks.
Chief. That's head paladin to you, sir.
See you, head paladin, sir.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Later days.
It's like at some point people need a Friday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Sipping your endless jumbo coffee.
Yep, I am just hanging out.
40-ounce coffee
So
cup.
tell me if I sound crazy here. Actually, don't. Just tell me what you think of this. So I think what happened was people started kind of treating us like a real game company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did go through a transition because we used to be very, very, very close to our player base. Like everyone in the company was we were on the forums, we were on Twitter, we were just super, super close. And I mean, nothing's unique to us. The environment changed out there. All the game companies got that toxic thing. Everyone kind of got pushed off of social media, and now everybody has community managers and stuff, right? That world that we came from doesn't seem to exist anymore. I mean, maybe somebody starts up something new and starts out that way, but everybody kind of goes through the same cycle, right? It's a matter of time until
our name becomes the way it is now.
Yeah. And I think what happened was that we kind of threw the baby out with the dish bathwater, threw the baby out with the bathwater on this one, where we lost the thing that was our superpower. And instead of you got to be careful never to believe your own press releases, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, you're this big company," and I guess we're not a small company, but I don't think you can think that way. I think you got to be you always have to have that white belt beginner mindset. You can't ever be scared of doing stuff. And I've said no to so many projects and things. I mean, mostly because we don't have the resources, but we're trying to get Infinity done. But I think this year, I think we kind of got to throw all that logic and stuff to the side and just be really based and just go back to really making crazy stuff in our games, not for the sake of being outrageous, but delivering things that really are amusing and fun to be a part of and memorable and form an actual connection with the players again.
Like the big chicken cow event that happened.
That would work.
That was great.
Yeah, everybody was theorizing, what is the meteor? What is this meteor? Wait, why is it getting closer? What is it? And all that.
Would you say, and I know you guys are really into AQ3D, but talking about other games for a second, would you say that short, really memorable, action-packed, but short experiences would you find them very desirable for like games that were like, you know, one-offs that you could complete in like maybe like 2 hours, every achievement, everything, but it's a really dense, interesting, like super special experience.
Out of the a lot of games I've played, depends on the situation for short stuff like that.
Stanley Parable is a good example of this.
Stanley Parables like that, or Portal.
Portal in 4 hours, great, super unbelievable experience in Portal.
Portal's good, and just there's a whole bunch of stuff like that. Or if it's a one-off, okay, but it depends on the situation. It can't be just. It has to be made right if it's short. It has to be memorable. If it's not memorable, then it won't work.
Yeah. See, I went to a convention a couple weeks ago, and I took. I made copies of AdventureQuest, Pizza Portal, Necronancy, and I had my Dungeons and Doom. These are all my NES games that I made.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make them alone. I made them with Dale Coop and FJ and Raptornaut. And Dungeons and Doom Nights is like my magnum opus, right? Like that game is
love the rock music to it.
Yeah, it's like it's a massive, deep, fun, funny, very fulfilling game. Like it was my Legend of Zelda / Castlevania 2.
Yep.
And when anybody would come up to the booth and I would talk about the games, I just assumed that everybody wanted that experience. But people played Pizza Portals and AdventureQuest and like, oh my god, I need this. I'm like, well, I mean, are you sure? Because that's a lot of money for something that's literally like 20, 25, 30 minutes to play.
Right.
The one guy goes, hey, I know you put a lot of work into Dungeons and Doom Nights, but I just don't have the time for something like that. I really want an experience like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking back to
like people enjoy games like let's just put this in the curveball, like Lethal Company or Repo, because they're short but sweet, but they have eventful moments that happen. They're good for if you don't have enough time going on, and you can just crank it up quickly and play.
Repo is so fun.
It is. Stuff like that. But if I want to have a good, better experience, a more deeper experience, and play with a game with story, like AdventureQuest or Skyrim or something, with a good, steeper story. If I want to just hang out quickly with my buddies for a quick few hours and play Lethal Company or something, but if I want to play with some deeper meaning, I play MMOs or something.
Yeah. Really? I think Skyrim is like a category 1A, like prime, like super awesome game. And all of the things that aren't right with it are part of its charm. Mm-hmm. It's a world that you can live in. And it's so fun. And then you have something like Portal, which is an experience, right? It's not as long.
Experience. Yeah.
And it's something that you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's I think there's an endless sea of shovelware out there that are just,
Yeah.
And I hate using that particular term, right? Because I've met a lot of people who've made games that they're very, very proud of, and they worked really, really hard on.
Mm-hmm.
But when put in contrast with other things out there, they're not that interesting.
Yeah, it's
right?
hard. What I'll learn is it's difficult. You can't compare everything with everything. If you did you'd be a crazy. It's difficult to compare stuff with everything else.
Yeah. So you gotta look at something of what it is and compare it by the things that are relative to it.
Right to it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like when you think of RPG, you think of something turn-based, so you think of Pokemon. So, but if you go from there, but if you think of something action-based, you don't think of Pokemon, because Pokemon's not action-based, it's turn-based.
No, something like Diablo, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And normally the one that came first or the one that ends up being best is the one that all things of that genre are compared.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vampire Survivors carved out a new niche, right?
Yeah, and it started that like Fortnite started battle royales in full swing, and stuff like that. But you can't compare a game that's not close to it.
Back in the earlier days of Artix Entertainment, we were making these games kind of on the side for fun, like Undead Assault and Wobbly Punter and stuff. And I think it was my father was the one that said, he's like, hey, why don't you, put a button for, AdventureQuest on that game, and then just go put that game everywhere, because this is like a really good game. Like, Undead Assault was like the first one we made, and it took us about a month to make that. We're still doing the weekly releases, but we got this thing better.
I enjoy the game.
That was Cicero Zoom and I made that. And that game is alone was responsible for like 3 to 5 million players. We got 3 to 5 million signups because of that game.
It's simple,
now, you
sweet.
don't have to look at the. Okay.
It's simple, sweet. It's like a restaurant that serves only sandwiches and pizzas. It's there. It tells you what it is, and people enjoy it.
Yeah. Artix, I have 2 ideas for you. 2 things. Okay, one of them is a mini game Moglin haunted house. Sneaky and spooky.
Like Five Nights at Freddy's with Moglins.
It's the sneaking around, the trying to get to things. And you need to, if you do not know this game, the annual Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival.
Oh, I know that
one.
Where it's a...
It's open just for October. It's one guy who makes it. And every single year I go to it. And this year, he added the moon. People go in, they carve pumpkins. There's a haunted house you have to solve. There's a movie theater. There's a moon. There's like every year there's new activities. And it's called the annual Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival. Send you a link. It's annual Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival, and it's my annual Halloween stream, and it is so much fun to go in every year and just play the new little content. It is.
And there's no voice chat, no text chat, just...
Yeah, no, you're just little ghosts.
And does this game, like, are they running servers or just like?
I think there's like one server.
No, he only opens it in October for about a month through the week after Halloween.
Oh.
And he actually has it as free, but if you want to buy the hats pack, then it's like send $2. It's really cool. Something small like that. Or I would love to see replayable mini games inside. And not just events where things are dropped, but actual a mini game going through a haunted house or
escape the room.
Saving, an escape room. Yes. Just something that's not big, but
escape room is very, very doable.
That's the haunted house at and I'll send you the stream links so you can get a look, because you can't see it until next October. But I love smaller games like that, and as much of an MMO player as I am, I don't really have the time a lot to dive into a long, when something goes in and like you have to go and do this and solve it over 2 or 3 hours. I don't have 2 or 3 hours to sit and play through something, but if it's something like in repo, if you can save progress, and do it in batches. I
20
love the
minutes.
sneaking. I love building. I mean, that's just me. That's my stuff. I either want story or I want to build or I want sneaky stuff. And if you can put them all together, sweet. Look at this. We're all still going. I was supposed to switch streams, and I'm just like, nope, just listening to stories, standing here like our original streams, Artix, doing nothing, just standing here.
I mean, I was here like last year doing it with New Year's, so. Really talking with you.
Yeah, what about any viewers? I haven't seen much in chat. People had any questions or ideas to. I'm like jealous of some of these sweaters that keep walking up to me here in game. I like my tangled lights.
I like my hot cocoa.
Yeah, I'm sitting there sipping hot cocoa. That's all I'm doing nowadays.
I noticed the coffee one. It's not
Is
in the
there a
game
coffee
yet.
one?
It's not in the game yet.
Oh. Yeah, well, I can't do coffee. I can drink cocoa, though. Of course, I guess my, doesn't matter my personal things. Some of the games take a drink of something and they pass out drunk, and you're like, oh, well, there you go.
Like that Lord of the Rings Online.
Guild Wars 2 does it too, and Winter's Day stuff. I don't think we should probably have drunk people falling over in AQ3D, though.
I mean, we have a... we have a bogleberry.
Fermented bogleberry juice. It could be quite a thing.
Originally, we were supposed to have a potion shop, and I wrote up a line of quests for the potion shop, and they kept sending you out to make potions, but you would always kind of like make it wrong, and it would just increasingly get weirder. I guess that's the formula for everything, right?
I mean,
everything goes wrong, everything gets weirder, and has a happy ending.
I mean, we do have a slow potion story quest line here about guys that are just for potions.
And none of them like change your hair and hair color or anything. Turn you into slime.
Maybe change your body size. Like use that potion from April Fool's Day where everybody got was weird shape.
Do that.
Mutation juice patch. Well, pouch, whatever.
You can hear him making notes.
Did you I know you don't play any of the new Mech Warriors, but did you see that all the Mech Warrior expansions dropped, MJ?
Yes. Yeah, I have not played those very much.
So I played the new Wolves expansion. I'm a huge Battletech fan, like, no question. And this one's very near and dear to my heart because this DLC contains all of my favorite storybook characters in like one place and one of the biggest events that happened in Battletech history. Like, it's like a super fanboy moment. Like, and like here I am, like a grown adult, like playing this game. Like I'm like, oh my god, I'm fighting alongside of Natasha Kerensky and Phelan Ward. So I was really into it, and I beat it on Elite, which the game has like basically like easy, normal, Elite, and then there's Trueborn, which is like if you're crazy mode. And it was such good level design. It was so fun that after I finished, I'm like, I'm gonna beat this game on Trueborn.
Nope.
And I knew it was gonna be really hard. So I got Dage and Warlick and Zoom to all like log in and like play the missions with me. And we did really, really good. And then when I got the achievement for beating it on Trueborn, like at the time, only 0.1% of players had gotten that achievement, and I'm like, maybe I should get all the achievements in this game. So last week I was doing that, right? So at night I would go and just play Mech Warrior with Warlick and the guys, and I finally managed to get every achievement in the game as of 2 nights ago. And I can't remember the last time I played a game that hard. Like it just, I was like that. I connected with the game like so much, and like I felt it, you know.
That's awesome. That's rare nowadays.
Uh, it's easy to kind of fall out of love with games when like real life and stuff, and then finally find something really fun and just kind of sucks you right back in, and good times.
What about some kind of races? Like
Ooh.
a sledding race or a slalom race?
I think we just need to
Downhill.
add Steam achievements to take you through the first of all. We don't have any. There's no achievements to collect.
But
I mean, once we get the intro situated, then I think we can put the achievements in. If we, you know?
Racing would be pretty easy. Controlling the movement-based cheating, though, because we don't have the movement cheating detection isn't we made a decision that we wanted the game to be more fun and we wanted to be flexible over trying to lock down every movement and make everything, because the game can be really unfun if like the server has to be completely authoritative.
Mm-hmm.
You get into a lot of bugs there, and I know other games have done it, but like that's an entire
anti-cheat and all that stuff.
So I don't think we would be able to stop cheating in racing. It would be infrequent, but it would definitely happen. But what if we made racing that didn't matter if you cheated?
Then make it a free-for-all bumper car kind of.
Exactly. Yeah.
PvP race, but without fighting. Like, okay, so I don't particularly like PvP and stuff, but have you played Party Animals?
I have not.
How can you not have played Party Animals?
It's a symmetric above battle royale style game, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's you're a stuffed animal, and it's stuffed animal physics. And you're trying to beat people up with frying pans and lollipops, and anyway, you're trying to bump people off, and something like that can be a lot of fun because it's not so serious, but you're still trying to win. See, and we're introducing Artix here to many things.
Yes, teach me more.
Like,
Show me thy ways.
Like, I know fishing in video games.
Yeah, what's your favorite kind of fishing? There's a lot of different implementations of fishing.
This might be kind of a crazy one. I do not like Stardew Valley's fishing.
Wait, say that again?
I do not like Stardew Valley's fishing.
What's your favorite fishing? What do you like?
Okay. If I like fishing mechanics that do not have too much into the system, like you have to do a whole puzzle, like something like Helldivers, just to catch a fish, you know? If it's simple but sweet, but not too simple where you can just cast and just do nothing, like AFK fishing. You have to have some form of interaction. That's what I agree with. I do not like strictly fully AFK fishing.
Okay, so you like cast, wait, click.
Yeah, something of the sort, or some game of the sort, but some interaction, because if you just AFK fishing, then that's not fun. I do not like that.
Actually, personally, I would prefer fishing to be like an idle game. where you just click and then it just does it automatically, and then you just make choices that are outside of the realm of actually fishing. But that's because I'm really lazy.
Like I'm okay with if you're fishing, you get better upgrades to make your quality of life much easier. Then you get to a point where you can auto fish, then I'm okay with that. But if it's just out of the gate, I won't be able to earn that if you AFK fish.
In Ultima Online, so I had a member of the guild that I started back in college. Started a private UO shard, and the first time I ever really went fishing in a game, I don't know. Could you go fishing in any of the Elder Scroll games? I don't think so.
The first one that had fishing was because it was modded was Skyrim.
Oh, it is actually in Elder Scrolls Online.
And that too. It was added to Skyrim because of the community version over. Community patch was officially added. So, yeah, Elder Scrolls Online.
So I guess my first fishing experience was in Ultima Online, and like it had that really primitive. You just click, and then you either catch something or you don't. And then every once in a while it'd be a monster. And I think RuneScape was literally just Ultima Online. It was like a Ultima Online clone.
This pet does not purr, does it? I swear I just heard purring somewhere.
I think somebody travel form maybe. I think some travel forms purr.
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. It's
okay. It happens. I go crazy sometimes too. Don't worry.
Kitty, purr. It's,
Don't let it happen again, okay?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Wait, what did you say?
Squirrel.
When something distracts your attention, shiny or squirrel.
I'm easily distracted, and you override anything that I say, so that's okay.
I do not. I've tried to be quiet. This is not by choice, but yeah.
I have no power here. This is your world. You control it. You control the horizontal. You control the vertical. I don't remember how the rest of the intro goes.
No?
What were we talking about?
We talked about fishing. Fishing in games.
Yes.
And, Haruto asks if you've ever played Delta Force.
Ooh, police cars are reeling by. Blazing. We talking about the Smurfs?
No, fishing.
You're talking about fishing. Haruto's talking about Delta Force.
Same thing. Oh, that'd be the Smurfs.
I'm talking about cats.
So, the guy who Twilly was derived from, because his game name was Twilight, and everybody called him Twilly, and he always kind of acted adorable. And Twilly was fishing on this private UO shard that Spectre was running, and whoever created this server, they didn't implement stacking yet. And we're pretty sure that Twilly was botting because the server started running really, really, really slow. And Spectre was trying to diagnose what was happening, and he saw that Twilly was online. And Twilly had 50,000 unstacked fish cakes in his inventory.
Oh my gosh.
That was peak gaming.
Oh, that sounds like a giant lag issue.
Holy cow.
Okay, so back in those old days, right? Like what we did to the Krieger Guild was founded on me pilfering all these like kind of ideas from BattleTech, and then like trying to make Diablo more fun. Diablo 1 because back then you only had like 4,000 people on BattleNet at any time. And the Krieger Guild was like, it had a 2,000 members at its like peak. So like in 4,000 concurrents versus 2,000 like people, very different, right? Because there were a lot of people who played Diablo. Anyways, so we would like run all these events and do stuff and quests to try to make it a more entertaining experience. Once the game kind of got boring and everybody had their whale plates and stuff, we would do all these things, and the social interaction, the camaraderie was really fun. And from that, that group, the core cast of Krieger stuck together throughout many games, including Ultima Online, where they were the first ones to build a castle on the Great Lakes Shard, and they had quite a history behind them. And sadly, I only played Ultima Online for like a day. I like got killed by a cat, and then somebody like took all my stuff, and I was like, I don't like this game. It was really laggy in those early days.
I can imagine.
The early like dial-up internet was.
I remember playing WoW on launch, or not launch, but near launch. Got it when I was 13 years old.
Big times.
crashing. Dial-up too.
In EverQuest, the Krieger Guild was basically the Uber Guild of the Tenera server. You can kind of guess. There was another guild called the Storm Ravens that were really big too, but like, EverQuest was such a brutal game. If you were not in Uber Guild, you never saw end game content. Like, because the end game people, like, WoW did so many things right, and it solved problems because the previous, like Meridian 59 was like the first like MMO, right? The first graphical MMO. Not, like MUDs were technically the first MMO, like BBS and Telnet MUDs, but Meridian 59 and then EverQuest. And EverQuest was like such a great experience, and everyone kind of expected it to be like, like the Elder Scrolls games, but it was like much more rigid, and it was a brutal game. You really couldn't fight a monster by yourself once you were over level 5. You had to have a group of like 5 people, maybe 6, whatever it was. And you're basically like, if you died, you lost like a day's worth of experience. So death was really punishing. So everybody like camped out, played it safe, and all you do would kill a monster, somebody would pull, you'd kill it, and then everyone would sit down and rest for like a minute or two, and then you go do it again. And that was the entire game loop of that game. And if you try doing dungeons, because you did have to do dungeons to get some of the more, and you didn't really like, you didn't like do a dungeon run. There were just monsters in certain rooms, and you tried to survive to the rooms, and then you'd camp that monster. But the problem was the entire dungeon was one map, and there was no instances, right? So there was one dungeon, and every player in the world, if the dungeon happened to be full, you just couldn't go in. And zones filled up sometimes. And if you went down to the bottom of the dungeon, and you were like the top group, and everybody was like throughout the dungeon, groups were fighting monsters, and your fight went south, you tried to run, you would run all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon, and every single monster you passed within like a giant, like the aggro radiuses were huge in this game.
Oh.
Every single monster would aggro and follow you. And it was customary to yell choo-choo because you were about to train the entrance.
Aggro train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any new players at the beginning of the dungeon, they never knew what was coming, right? They would just get destroyed. And I remember being destroyed, like, you just get completely run over by these, like, the entire dungeon would basically end up at the beginning of the dungeon. There was this place called Castle Mistmore. Giant vampire castle.
Yes, dude. It was
super
pretty
interesting.
giant.
Like, Say again?
It was pretty giant. I mean, it was crazy how.
Oh, you played?
I play a little. You're still talking about Ultima, correct?
EverQuest.
EverQuest. I play a little bit of EverQuest. I stopped playing it about a few years ago, but I used to play it all the time. I enjoyed EverQuest. I enjoy EverQuest much more than 2. I'm not a big fan of EverQuest 2.
I never played 2. Oishi was really into 2.
EverQuest 2 is much better.
I heard much better things about it.
EverQuest 2 is very much better. I could not play EverQuest 1.
It was pretty brutal.
Started wars at SOE Live, let me tell you.
I might give EverQuest 2 a good shot sometime in the future, but not now. I'm focused on AQ3D, as my main MMO.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. There's problems with it now. Don't try it now. Stay with AQ3D.
Yeah.
So one of the problems with EverQuest was if you were like a new player and you weren't in a guild and you didn't have like, an entire year of time to sit in front of the computer, like you were basically never going to see anything in that.
You get left behind so fast, it's not even funny.
Yeah. So, and I was not one of the top players in EverQuest or the guild. My girlfriend at the time was. When I met the John Smedley, who was the CEO of Sony Online Entertainment at the time, and I told him who my girlfriend was. She was the one that was the first one to solve the cleric epic holy water sprinkler thing. Like that was a very tight community. Like like that they did their big ultimate weapon thing, and they were very, very hard to solve, and nobody knew the answers, and everyone was kind of working with and against each other to do it. And then I don't know, I got a whole bunch of like not so humble brag stories about EverQuest and the Krieger Guild's achievements there. But what I did, because I was much lower level, and I was really like I saw everything because I saw through her screen, but I was really into like spending my time in the starting towns, creating these kind of like special events for new players. See, all of the high level Kriegers would go and get all of like these like high level items, and they couldn't use them, and they would give them to me, and they knew I ran events, and I would give these like really epic items, like like dragon gear that like nobody needed anymore, to like
high level stuff, but not the top tier, but still decent high level.
Well, I was doing events for like very new players, right? In fact, I feel a little bit bad about this. I still have the first red dragon breastplate that ever dropped off of that first dragon sitting on my character. And but what I would do is I'd have a whole bunch of characters logged in around the city, and I would talk to somebody, and I'd be role playing whatever my character was. I was a old woman that was looking for her lost son, or an old man, or lost person, and then I would send them to a location, and then I would log in on that character, wait for them, they'd show up, and then I'd give them items to take to another character, and then it would always culminate. They had these like little PvP arenas. It would always culminate in a thing where I'd have like my PvP characters, so they would go there and like fight them. And boy, sometimes it was really hard to like not accidentally kill them so that they could win. Sometimes wisdom is gained over the experience of doing stuff, right? So like I found that like you didn't want to do this with too low of players, but you didn't want to do it too high. So there's like a sweet spot where somebody had a certain amount of skill where anyways, and at the end they'd get this really good item, and they'd never know how good the item was. They were like really, really nice items. But there were these two role-playing guilds. One guild was one was like good aligned and one was evil aligned. And we did this giant multi-guild like basically raid-sized event where we would have like 4 or 5 parties worth of characters, and we'd go to these places, and they were all like really super low levels, but I'd bring some like pitch hitters from Krieger in so that we could handle anything, and like it was like a field trip, right? And the quest took us to like all of the most exotic dungeons around the world. And we went to that underwater dungeon. We went to all the the places, the highest level places that you could go without needing to like get the keys to go into like the planes and stuff. Like, and anyways, I really loved running events like that. That was kind of the inspiration. So when I started working on AdventureQuest, I wanted to build experiences like that were like live, like happening. Because the reward for doing those things was the reactions and like how excited the people were that were a part of them. Like it really is like really rewarding to like do something truly like to give somebody an experience and have them be like, oh my god, I've never had anything like that before. Back when I was in, sorry, I'll make this my last TED Talk story, I promise. No, maybe I better not promise that.
Hold that.
Keep talking.
Hold that thought.
You just cut me off when it's time for me to stop talking.
No. You just hold that thought for 1 second, because I got to do a swap. But live events are running roleplay live events are the greatest thing ever. I will be right back, and then you guys are switching, and then I've got to talk to you about something, Artix. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here, all of you. Be right back.
Nope. This is not Final Fantasy. I enjoyed my days in Final Fantasy 11 back in the day. I used to play on the PS2.
Oh. Wait, did you say Final Fantasy 11?
Yeah, I used to play 11 like crazy back in the day.
11 was on?
Yeah.
On the PS2?
Mm-hmm. It was thanks to Final Fantasy 11, the PS2 had internet until 2016. Thanks to Final Fantasy 11, the PS2 had internet until 2016. Surprisingly. Even the
Final
360
Fantasy X was the first Final Fantasy I beat.
Final Fantasy 11 was on Xbox 360. Not a lot of people know about that. So, and it was of course PS3 because of reverse capability. Then after that,
Am I supposed to go down there?
What's up?
She's in that secret. Am I supposed to go down there?
I think they're swapping. So they told us to stay here.
Okay. I do remember her telling me to stay here.
Yeah.
Why did she go to that channel to swap, though?
I don't know.
You sure I'm not supposed to? Oh.
I can't go there. I made a parody version of you. If you was a Dragon Quest.
Wait, say that again?
I made a like a ratio of a knight, and I think if you was in Dragon Quest, you'd be a tournament monster. Be a restless knight.
Oh.
There we go. I am back.
Okay.
And Artix, I have just noticed something in this game, and you need to fix this.
Uh-oh. What happened?
This travel form has no bonus emotes available. Other travel
This
forms
is
may
an
offer
outrage.
different emote options. What?
I mean, that has been.
Oh, Ducky Ducky can't do emotes.
Ducky
man.
Ducky doesn't have the
can't
humans.
do emotes.
Like if you turn
No.
to a Moglin, it could do talking emotes.
Some travel forms can't do emotes.
I know we need to fix this.
I don't think he can. So
There hasn't
Okay.
been an outrage this big since Anakin was denied being a master of the council.
like we
Okay.
can use.
I just had the emote window up when I had Ducky. I was looking at the, sip chocolate. But not that he could really sip chocolate, but that was just depressing. Some emotes get emotes.
Wait, what is that undead paladin dude?
Me?
Oh, that's you.
It's Kiva.
Those are one of the drops.
I had somebody with the name The Duck Flies at Midnight came over here and started talking with me. So I gave him a duck and showed him the ducky duckies while listening to your stories. So now I said, hold the story. Now you have to tell your story.
I have been commanded. There's no way for me not to do this. I'm so sorry, everybody. Just remember, she said I had to.
It is. It's
There you go.
required.
Black Cat.
Ah.
I was in high school, and there technically wasn't internet, right? Like AOL was just starting up, and CompuServe was just starting up, and people were like dialing in on their 2400 baud modems. But if you were like a computer nerd geek, like aficionado back in those days, what you really did was you would use your modem to connect to BBSs, which were really just other people's computers that they would leave on, connected to a phone line like 24/7.
Like
And
remote
you're
or
like, man, it's kind
peer-to-peer?
of weird that like, go ahead.
Like remote or peer-to-peer?
Like, you would have a computer sitting in your house that was running this BBS software,
Mm-hmm.
and you would plug your modem into the phone jack on your wall. Not Ethernet, phone jack.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when people used those things?
Yep. My house still has
And
phone
me-
jacks.
And all these other people would take turns dialing into your BBS, and it would all be in text, but you would make really cool looking graphics using like block letters, and you could message other users, you could play certain games, and the best games were like these kind of like text turn-based games like Legend of the Red Dragon, where you could like fight monsters and level up and kill the other players who didn't have enough money to go sleep at the inn. And you only had a certain number of turns a day, so you didn't hog the phone lines because you were only allowed to be on the BBS for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure everybody had a
And
chance.
it was expensive back in the day. Sheesh.
Yeah. And, I don't think anybody was thinking of money back in those days because, like, the culture that I was kind of raised with is everyone just kind of just did stuff, like, because it was cool. I find that, like, when I talk to a lot of people and even my children now, like, there's like a different expectation for everything. Like,
Oh, there is.
it was almost like the Gen X culture was like very anti-capitalist. I mean, we grew up listening to Nirvana, right? So in hindsight, that's pretty funny, but sorry for my cough. So I contacted the guy who ran the BBS, which was a student in my school named Jonathan Spiker. And he actually went on to go work for Apple. He works for Apple now, I think. But I said, hey, can I have access to your server so I can look at, how they store the files?
Hmm.
He goes, sure, just don't mess anything up, okay? And I said, yep, I'll be very careful. And I went and I looked at it, and would you believe it? The entire thing was just stored, like all the player data, the stats. It was just stored in plain text. I wrote him.
Oh,
I called him
reminds
up
me
and I
of,
said,
that's not good.
no, it's great. I called him up and I said, hey, I can modify these files. Would you be okay if I ran? I probably didn't call it a special event. I probably said to make an undead invasion. And he goes, how are you going? You can't generate monsters. How are you going to run it? I was like, well, I'm going to make a bunch of fake players that are named Skeleton 1, Skeleton 2, Skeleton 3. And I'm going to sit them out in town with various amounts of hit points. And then I'm going to change the town message to say that there's an invasion going on. And the players will see all these skeletons in town. And then they can use their turns to fight the skeletons and they'll get a little bit of gold for it. He's like, oh, okay, that's really cool. So I made this army and I changed the news to kind of have this event happening.
Mm.
The players logged in. They were like, what the heck? And they fought these things and the stuff. And then the next day they logged in, or after the army was clear, they logged in. And it says that the head of this army was a giant red dragon. And, it's come to the town to, seek revenge and destroy the town. And basically everyone came up with the same strategy that they would go play and kind of level up their characters. And whatever hit points they had left over, they would throw themselves at the dragon to try to kill it. And over the course of a couple days, they managed to bring down this dragon. Well, I was in school in the hall, and this blonde-haired kid runs up to me. Never talked to this guy before in my life. He goes, hey, are you that Adam Bond kid? And I'm like, huh? He's like, are you the one that did that thing in Legend of the Red Dragon? And like, I couldn't tell if he was like mad or not. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, that was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. That was like, it was like live. Like, how did you do that? Like, and I was like, oh, running video game things makes me cool and liked. I want to do more of this.
So is that the beginning? Is that your beginning?
I mean, I'd run D&D games and BattleTech games and stuff, but I had never built something that had that emotional impact on a computer game, right? Like Warlick and I would build these games and give them to our friends to go play, and they would find them funny and stuff. But this guy, I just remember the way he made me feel, and I knew I wanted to do more of that because that was the best reward I'd ever gotten.
That is so awesome. That's the Artix origin story.
One of many.
True, but I haven't heard that one before. Yeah, I had not heard that one, so that was awesome.
4 years prior to that, I was in sixth grade. 5 years prior to that, I was in sixth grade. And I had made my first the computer that my parents were supposed to use for work. Like I always joke that it fell off the back of the truck, but really it was supposed to be like my parents were supposed to have that machine at home to do their work so they could bring their work home. But I took the computer into my room, and then when my mother came in, she's like, that wasn't intended to go into your room. And then my father was like, no, like this is probably good for him. Let him do it. We'll figure it out. And boy, that was probably the best thing that he ever. Well, he did a lot of great things, but so I stayed up that first night, and I found the Urso Basic Interpreter in the DOS directory. I made this simple text adventure where you had to go and pick up the stake and walk into the room with the vampire, and if you had the stake, you could kill him. But if you didn't have the stake, then the vampire would kill you. Pretty simple game. That was technically the first excuse me. It was technically the first video game that I ever created. I was really thrilled, right? And I went in the next day and I was in like a social studies class and I told this kid, hey, I made a video game last night. He goes, whoa, that's so, he got like really excited. And I was definitely like the outcast kid. Like I wasn't like very well liked. I was like creepy, and because I liked like ninjas and dragons and robots, like it wasn't cool back in those days. Like if you didn't know anything about sports, which I didn't, then you were an outcast.
Now it's awesome.
Yeah, now we got our generation fought for and we got it. But the kid goes, wow, that's so cool. Does it have graphics? And I'm like, no. He's like, oh, well, tell me when you have graphics. He walks off. Next day, I went home and learned real fast how to start making graphics.
Wow. Yeah, I not hate to say it, but I didn't start playing tabletop until college because during junior high and high school, my best friends they played, and they invited me to play, but I just took my soccer ball outside and played.
Oh,
I was into sports and reading and a whole lot of stuff though, but I didn't get into tabletop. And in fact, I don't think I really read my first fantasy book until college as well. Mostly horror and stuff. So yeah, weird. Considering who I am, it does seem weird, but big into horror, and sports, and being absolutely weird. I guess those go together.
That's kind of weird.
But I didn't have any kind of computer or anything. All the assignments in high school that had to be typed up on the computer and stuff. I had to go to the computer lab at high school, or I typed them on a typewriter. And let me tell you, when you make a typo in there, it freaking sucks. You have to retype
you don't
the
have
whole
whiteout.
thing.
That's a long time.
So yeah, I didn't get my first word processor until I left for college. So yeah, really, really poor family. So couldn't do those things. My mom actually gave up a lot to get me that word processor. So, and then once I got online, turned my first computer on, and the games happened. Card games and Neverwinter Nights and
Oh, Neverwinter Nights was so good.
yeah,
Did you ever play Vampire the Masquerade?
I did not.
Any of the SSI games like Eye of the Beholder?
No, I couldn't really buy many games, so I think that one was a gift. More than one of us played it. Yeah. Anyway, and now look, video games are a part of my life.
So, what was the game that made you a gamer?
Ah, I played one before for different reasons, but Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Galaxies, I had just moved out east. We'd left our D&D campaign out west. We tried to do it, over anyway. And it's when my kidney started failing and I was homesick and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. And I was somewhere where I didn't know anybody. And this is the fun part, someone else's account, okay? Someone else's account. They're like, here, come, make a character on this. You'll love how creative you are, because I like to I like to design. I used to make greeting cards, I like that sort of stuff. So I spent hours creating a Twi'lek, and yeah, he never got that account back. It became my account. I had to buy him a new one. And I had played Sims Online before, which I liked The Sims. Okay, maybe The Sims would be the thing that got me really into playing because you could build and design houses, and I mean, also architecture programs. I feel like they're games anyway. So I'd get to go in and build and all this stuff, and you could travel to other people's builds via the telephone booth. Okay, so the first time I go into Star Wars Galaxies, my friends out west are also playing. So then we got to play together. And to get to the next city, I had to run through the wilds and the trees and the grasses and the animals. And it just blew my mind that I could run around in this world. And my friends and I did our role playing there in that game, and there was a whole life. My whole family, my kids grew up hearing the stories of the life of my Twi'lek.
Yeah.
And their first game was Star Wars Galaxies playing with me. So, yeah, that one made me a gamer. There were so many times that oh man, I want my voice back. There were so many times that I was at my keyboard when the servers went down at 7 a.m. to restart in the mornings. Or I'd fall asleep dancing because I was a dancer. And this was back
Oh,
when
you were a
could do-
dancer. I was going to ask.
when
I
you
think you
could
told
do
me before, though.
Yeah, she was dancer and a creature handler. So I had these two big cats. First they were Narglatches, uh, twin Narglatches, and then later I had Gurks. And because of bioengineering, one was max level and the other one was max, but it registered as level 0. So I got to have two max level combat pets. And some of the best things ever. We did this war ring, a bunch of the roleplay guilds where we all declared war on each other so that there could be skirmishes and stuff. And one time I was in town showing off this big spider that we had just gotten in some big fight boss thing. Anyway, my spider took off running halfway across the town and killed two entertainers from another guild. And I mean, it's if things happened, that was one thing, but nobody was supposed to just randomly attack. It was all supposed to be, role play things, and they're sending a message and they're like, why did you? And there's a group of us standing there going, where'd the pet go? Where's the pet? Has anyone seen the pet? And then people come and they're like, your pet's killing everybody over there.
Reminds me of the spider
And,
in Harry Potter that escaped.
Yeah. And my Gurks, we had another guild. I would go visit them because my Twi'lek was really close to. She was dating someone in that guild, and my cats were supposed to be sitting outside, but they chased the crafter and pinned him in a house, and tried to go on a rampage. And you forget that your pets are also aggro pets will automatically kill anything that's red. So I had to stop bringing my pets to town. But yeah, it was amazing, especially at a time where I couldn't have much of a life outside the real world. I was having amazing adventures and sitting back and watching other people make stories, because movies are predictable, books are pretty predictable, things are kind of predictable. But when you're sitting there in that environment, you have no idea what that person over there is going to do. You don't. And you get to watch that and watch these stories unfold and be a little part of it. And I had long wanted to be able to like play D&D in a virtual reality kind of thing, where you're not saying, all right, I'm going to cast fireball over here and I roll a 6, like where you can visually see throwing a fireball. So then when the MMOs started happening, I was pretty beside myself. It was very exciting. So that's what started it. And I was playing hours and hours, and I even had my modem cord stolen from me once to try to keep me from going online.
Yeah.
That was fun. I was like, what else was I gonna do? I was like housebound, right? But yeah, so that was the game that started it all. And then I started playing Lineage 2 at the same time. So I had one sandbox, and then I had one uh, linear on the rails. And that's where I learned some interesting things about games. Like in Lineage 2, you used to be able to buff and heal the mobs as well. And I didn't know you could target your group mate in the group
no.
window. And I kept trying to target him in the mobs. And I kept clicking the mobs and healing all them. Oops. You know,
Oops.
just things like that. So, yeah, before that, I grew up on card games with my grandparents. So my first online games were actually playing uh, mostly card games. Or no, nope. I had to program a game of Pitfall when I was in 8th grade.
Dang. Okay.
So I did do
Pretty
that.
nice.
That was one of my assignments. You had to program a section of Pitfall, and it had to work in order to pass. Couldn't do it now, but I mean, I did it then.
That's pretty impressive.
Ah, no. There wasn't much. That and like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, the original? And Oregon Trail. I guess those were technically my first video games, where you'd sign out the library computer in junior high and get to play Oregon Trail and see if your people were gonna die.
Yeah, and nobody ever got to the end. Only a very few people did.
Didn't even know there was an end. I didn't think there was. It was a lie. But so not the most exciting stories, but that's where it all
Thank you for
started.
sharing that.
Yeah.
Glad you could at least hear it.
I think my first online game was, maybe officially, I think it was AdventureQuest. It was AdventureQuest itself.
Whoa.
Nice.
And I couldn't find a game, and this was like elementary school. And I want to play a game on there, but the only game I could play was, it was elementary school, and it was AdventureQuest. Because for some reason bypassed the security system. So I was able to play AdventureQuest at school.
Ooh, Rebel game maker, huh?
I mean, it worked for it. The school didn't have blocks, so I was like, and our school actually had Cool Math Games block, funny enough. And addictinggames.com, too. Even Newgrounds was blocked.
So how long did you get to play Adventure Quest at school?
For about 30 minutes.
Was it during a break period?
I can't remember. It was so long ago. Then got my aunts, and I Can't remember that account, but I do have an account that has Guardian, but I can't access it because I don't remember the email I used. So I have AdventureQuest Guardian way back, my first Guardian, but
Do you remember what the name of it was?
I can't remember the name exactly. I know I know the email maybe it was a fishing something, but catching something, I don't know. But it was so long ago.
So as a Guardian account, legally we keep those. It's probably in there somewhere.
I might know the account that paid I don't know the receipt number, but I know the name that paid it with PayPal.
We might not have ad information because we didn't store any personally identifiable information. That was all kept third party, and they do purge their stuff periodically.
Hey, Vapezilla tells everybody a Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Merry belated late Christmas.
It's Merry post-Christmas. So wait, if Eve is before, what should we call after?
Post?
Bellyache.
Recovery.
Topics of bellyaches.
A Merry post-Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. Since I was dragged in this Discord, my PNGs don't pop up for voice chat, so I have to use GIF versions on screen. So I have the two Ducky Duckies and Artix as the Golden Knight.
Thank you very much for letting me join your stream and getting to hang out with all you guys.
I mean, I love hanging out. I love AdventureQuest 3D. Been playing it since full time since the ending of 2018.
Well,
let's
make sure we do this more often. And if you can remember any details, PM me or Angel or.
I sent you a friend request, Artix, and can you accept it?
There, done.
Yep.
If you remember any details, send it over. I'll see if we can look and find it. Well, with that, I'm doing like the Paladin PP dance, so I need to get running. Thanks, guys. We'll talk again soon.
Artix,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Hopefully he'll be back for the 31st.
Do you need any help with the quest, MJ?
Since that is his birthday stream.
Yeah, we did it last year too, so I got that recorded and all that. And
yeah. I think I've done it for a few years now.
The first event was when I first started playing AdventureQuest 3D full time. Was the first time the New Year event happened. I think I was playing a few days before New Year's happened. My buddy Shenanigans asked me to play, and after that I got started it. Love the Coco emote.
The Coco emote is great.
Yeah.
Except I feel like you could drown in that.
I mean,
it's so big. You could just.
But it's so delicious.
I still prefer the confetti emote.
Yeah. But I'm happy they made it the one was a request. You know, I like emotes in game with request.
Yeah. I know they're not such a big thing, but having a little thing like this to do at the holidays, I really appreciate that.
Like the whole gingerbread quest line they had last year was a good one. Small miniature quests are very good. Small quests that just fill in the gaps. Nothing too fancy, but small.
Yeah. And I like that you're going and making a cup of hot chocolate, or you're going to, save the something. It's just
Moglins turning into werewolves.
Yeah. I find stuff like that fun and festive.
Like, small micro quests are good for stuff like seasonal stuff. They don't take that much work, and they are good. Small micro quests.
Yeah, I like those quite a bit. And the ones though that are too long or where holiday stuff is too difficult to get the stuff because of rare drops or anything like that, that bothers me because it annoys me because you want the holiday thing.
Like the frozen gift.
Yep, MJ tries to get the turtle mount, but didn't happen.
So
Oh my
at most we
gosh.
can just hope for Clarion spawning more Drukens or Turkins. I don't know, turkeys.
Turduckins.
Turduckins, yeah.
Turtrickens. Turtrickens.
I mean, I hope at least it was a geese. That'd be scary.
No, see, if it was a geese event, we would all run in fear. That just...
The Canadian
You
geese
know
has
what?
joined the chat.
Holy cow. There is, is it the Untitled Goose Game?
Yeah. Now you play as
I haven't played it yet, but I have it. And I'm looking forward to playing it.
I
And
recommend playing it with somebody. I think it's 2-player now.
yes, like that is fun. I think if they had a like a race zone or something, that would be really kind of fun.
Yeah. Like micro quest or something that's or a race or something of the sort. They're cool to have. Something that's short but sweet and good. Nothing that's too fancy.
Yeah. Ones where you have to go and grind a certain boss for a month. I don't like that.
But
I
like a
don't like
quest,
that
hey,
too
you
much.
kill awesome boss. But you kill it and there's a quest line or like a search quest, like you gather stuff and yeah, like a scavenger quest.
Scavenger quests.
Like
I did not say that one, but yes, I love those.
like we did with Gotta Crate Them All. Yeah, it was a good scavenger quest. Long but good. Gotta Crate Them All or the cat quest. That was a long one. But stuff like that, that's good.
I feel bad people are say hi in game and stuff. Like, no, I'm using all of my effort is trying to speak. Grinding little slashy. Wait, what's little slashy?
Oh, that's the pet from the cabin.
Oh
The
gosh.
small ash.
Oh wow, I don't have that.
Yeah, that boss has the issue where it bypasses your sounds. And it's scaled, so I'm not going crazy on it.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming in and
I do
helping
too.
me.
If you need any help with it, man, give me a heads up.
Yeah,
I
don't know
still
if
be
I have
live.
any... Yeah. I don't know what kind of quests. I haven't done anything in a little while. Well, okay, I have a million quests.
I have a million quests. The question is, I don't want to do them.
I know.
It's like when you play any game, you don't want to do all the quests. If you do all the quests, and like, there's some stuff I still haven't farmed for.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Artix used to be better on track of what I've finished and haven't finished. I haven't finished the Cosmic Raiment. I haven't finished geez. So much.
Yeah, hers is a full list of unfinished stuff.
This is
Well,
very large list.
next time you stream, we can just do a stream of you just finishing stuff and get out of the way.
Here we go.
I'd be happy to help.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. I'm surprised I've managed to keep a smidgen of voice for this long.
I'm surprised, and you're passing your stream time. It's 11.
I know. Well, I stayed in the mop stream for a very long time. Because, you know,
it's always
so
good
many
at rambling.
stories.
It's always good at rambling with Artix. He's awesome.
He is
Artix,
my
Clarion.
When was my first stream with him? 2015, I think.
Yeah.
July 2015. And I always call that my AQ3D anniversary. So, giving
Yeah.
out mop capes. So, well, I don't know. I don't know if there are many other quests in the
Wintergrass.
village here.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. Once you did the Cocoa quest, unless you did last year, then there's not much here.
Yeah, Winter's Grasp rewards are 100% complete. The Edge shop is 100% complete. So I guess I've done all that.
I still haven't got that bear yet from the Frost Onslaught. Wherever they the bear
That was
pet.
the pet.
Yeah.
Not
it was
the travel form.
the pet drop, and it was introduced in 2023. Still haven't got it
Do
yet.
you remember the name of it?
Yeah, I can. I don't know if you have the. It's a lot of farming.
Was it this one?
Yep. No, that's not the bear pet. It's a different bear pet.
That's the only. Well, that's the one that comes up bear.
Yeah, there's
But-
a gold bear.
The first bear pet is from the Cthulhu. The gold Frostlorn Titan bear pet is a drop.
Ah.
And that bear had been loose on me for years.
The only thing golden I have is a Christmas bush and a vamp dragon.
I remember the Vamp Dragon, yeah. That is down Legacy now.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. It was a promo. It even has a Legacy tag on it now.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. Yep.
I have the
Wow.
gold.
Obtained in 2023.
Same here, 2023.
Oh, the bush was in 2020.
Same here. I got my bush in 2020.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there are times where over the years you like get more of the same item. I always look in my bank when I go to clear it out and keep the one that I got first.
Yeah, because I still don't have my first piece of coal I got from Days' chest from way back during the concerts. I dropped it.
Oh, I don't know.
I lost mine years ago.
I don't know if I saved one or if during inventory clearouts if I might have had to try to.
Because I have redeemed for my stream is organize my bank.
Oh. Okay, so tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean I can look back at my old streams, but I don't remember there being the delete button on the bank interface on both the bank side, the vaults, and the inventory. Has that always been there?
I don't think that's always been there.
It wasn't there before until they added it.
Because I used to have to pull stuff out and either run out and sell it or delete it, is what I remember. But that was really cool because you could look and go to all vaults and be like, oh, look, I have 20 pink glow necklaces. I don't need 20 pink glow necklaces.
Like
and I could start deleting some.
But now, I'm scared to delete some by accident.
Well, what could be good for that would be if you have to pick it up with your mouse and drag it over the garbage can.
That'd be good.
Instead of having it just highlighted and accidentally hitting. Or, no, better, just have a little lock symbol where you can lock the garbage cans.
I think that is planned to have items with locks on them. I don't know if that's a priority right now, but locks on items. I think that's on the list of stuff to do.
Oh, that's good. But I mean on the actual the bank interface.
Yeah.
A lock next to the trash can so you can make it so nothing deletes until you click on it and unlock it. And Anyway, as somebody who's accidentally deleted stuff, yeah, I know that
Trust me,
pain.
I regret. Trust me, I remember back in the day when your pets had to be in your inventory, in your trial forms, and that was a
Oh my
scary when you
gosh.
delete stuff by accident.
Oh yes, there were so many,
I had a
so
bank
many,
full
so
just for pets in trial forms.
I kept them all in my inventory, and it took up so much space. Like, I wish we had a bank here. I gotta go battle on for a bank. But yeah, I did not remember. I did not remember that delete function. But that is really nice in that it was really hard to sort through before. Because you'd have to go and pull everything out and put it back and run out, and now you can just be like, whatever. Like this.
Yeah, now it's
the-
kind of weird not to organize your bank now because there's a search feature already. So it's
Yeah.
But I do
They've
like
had a
I
lot of
want to
good
get
features to it.
organized. Like, I want to have a way where make it so you can't delete items by accident in a bank.
Yeah. Yeah, like just some little lock button or great, click it so it locks everything. I don't know. That might be difficult. So that your button just doesn't work.
The problem is,
I now have.
and I have so many dupes in my bank, and I have to go through it someday.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I have done a number of times. But if you're in a hurry, I just go buy another vault. Like today, throw everything in it.
And don't mess with it until later. And that later
Go
is
back
like
and
not
look
now.
at it later. And sometimes later is a long way away. My organized bank slots only go up to like 13.
I have.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Oh yeah. See, 13 has capes, and then 14 is a little bit still, and then it starts just now everything's just thrown in.
I have like 35 banks, and most of them are just filled up to the brim. I have weapons, items. I'm a loot goblin.
Yeah. I don't want to get rid of anything
I
because
have every single drop from the concert that wasn't in a
Yep.
trove. Every single drop.
Yes. I don't know if I have them all, but I'm pretty sure because I did the concert drops so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling like I need to buy the 50th bank vault just because it's an even number.
I want them to at least have a be able to, because I know right now like collections are not all for alt accounts yet. I can't wait until they add the Breaking Benjamin stuff to it. Right now, Breaking Benjamins are not with alt accounts. With alternatives. Alt slots.
Yeah, I still want, if not a wardrobe where I can save outfits for quick change.
Preloads, so you can instantly just change,
Yeah. I will buy those slots. I will buy those slots to be able to have set outfits instead of going and hunting in the bank all the time.
That's what what is it? That's what Final Fantasy 14 does, where they have each class has its own armor set preset to it.
And Lotro has outfits you can go in and change. But the other thing I really want is so many of these sets are, they're sets. Even just in Green Guard or something. I would love a light up collection page that says you found the
Green Guard set.
You've got the chest piece, you've got the shoes, you're missing the shoulders, you've got so that when you're out there doing this, or with a lot of the bosses, I pick up all the loot because I don't remember which piece I'm missing. And I'm afraid I will not pick up the one that I have that I need. And, Icy Fiend stuff or and that you could just click on it and see
I
this
have to make a list
lit
somewhere,
up.
and it's annoying.
Yeah, I don't want to make a list. I'll lose a list. If you've seen my desk, you would know I would lose my list.
I have a list I made with on Discord way back. That was with all the Break of the Titans and the Break of Benjamin concert. I made a drop list of every single one they dropped, and luckily the Titans responding again. So I just hey, made a drop list again and posted it.
But you heard it. He's going to start on some Ducky stuff.
We need more Ducky Duckies and more stuff for the streamers and community. The stuff we can do if we can.
Yeah, that would be so great.
Because I want to be able to contribute to the community, but it's.
Hey, but what kind of thing would you bring in? What would you like? Like Raven has a Raven. I've got Ducky. I mean, Artix has met the actual real Ducky, which is how this all came about. What kind of thing would you like to see for you? Or even like for Atago or like some of the big people? Atago, you come in on this too. What would you like?
As for content creation, I think there's something that it can't be something too fancy, but something that's unique. It has to be somewhat of a unique, but it can't be too unique. Maybe just, I think about, this might be weird to say, but just not fancy recolors of some mounts or travel forms. Not a fancy version of it. Like a travel form version of mounts. I don't know, something that's easy them can do,
Would there be a theme or thing that you would want attributed to you? So
I say dragons for me.
You're just going with the whole dragons.
Like Drakir, like dragons, the dragon folk in Ashfall.
Oh, a little Kiba dragon. That would be great.
And they have a model already, so they just something that's simple, but not. I don't want them to go crazy on it.
Yeah.
The crazy part is when people think of Kiba, they think of wolves or something, but it's not. My name's not related to wolves or Naruto. It's dragons.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that. But like mine, Ducky came about because while he was thinking about it and looking at Ducky, he was like, but wait, that's like the Troubles. So they developed Troubles and developed Ducky. So I honestly, my claim to fame will be bringing Trouble pets into AQ3D. That's my greatest achievement in life, it feels like, other than my kids, who are amazing.
My only claim of fame I have was suggesting the adding bandanas. For Lucia. Bandana names.
And of course remember the tacos? Taco weapons?
Yeah, the taco ones.
Yeah, tacos.
We had no taco day this year.
This year has been
hectic.
A real blur for me.
It's been quick.
And honestly, there have been a lot of our couches. My poor little guy, my munchkin, has hit puberty.
Oh.
And this poor little guy with trauma and cerebral palsy is now having to deal with rampaging testosterone, and it's making life really rough for him. And it's been... I honestly, I don't even know where December went. We brought the tree up on time this year for the first time. We brought our tree to put up. We still did not actually set it up until the 23rd. And I was like, where did the 5th to the 23rd go? I know they existed because there are streams that have my voice on them. Like, so they had to happen. But I honestly don't know where they were or what happened. I think I just time warped And
Yeah, time goes by very fast.
It's like going by so quick.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this year's it's been the weirdest, I guess, for a long time.
I mean, there was some good stuff some good stuff happened this year. At the same time, there's some other. It's just crazy.
Yeah, people, when you're younger, and the old people are always saying, enjoy it now, time's gonna move too fast. You know, you're pretty much like, yeah, I wish it would move faster. You know,
But then you
sometimes
regret
it's
it.
whatever. And now you regret it. Every time
It's
they
there's actually
complain about naps.
there's actually a theory about that. That your what is it? That the older you get, your brain can't just. It's just like some age when you're younger, your time is slower because how fast your brain thinks or something like that. And the older you get, your brain is slower, but time feels faster.
I just think it's my brain's full of too much. But I always tell people that's because, you know, people talk about being over the hill, and it's like, and you pick up speed when you go down. If you're over the hill, you're picking up speed. Everything's going faster. I think part of it is because you is slower, man. Like, like it was so much easier raising my kids in my 20s than it is with Munchkin. Because I'm an old grumpy person now.
Well, hopefully stuff settles up.
Well, he'll be 12 next year. I just can't believe that. It still feels like when we got him, he was 3. So, I don't know. It doesn't feel like that many years have happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they have. I don't feel like I've done this, played AQ3D very long. But it's been 10 years.
I've been playing AQ3D for over 5 years.
You see, it doesn't seem that long, but it does seem like I've always known you, you know?
I do have the effect with people where people think I know them longer than I actually do.
Ah! I love these gnomes that they've added.
The Christmas
Dude, they
ones?
died fast. No, all of them.
There's
Like, they started with the gnome, and then they stottery, and then they started bringing them to every single
season.
holiday. I love that. I love all the gnomes.
Yeah, there is the basic one, Christmas one, Easter one, and Halloween one.
Maybe we can get a 4th of July one this next year.
Who knows?
Oh, I hear family or cats trying to break in my door. I'm not sure which it is.
Maybe both?
My family could be. Could be. Yeah, I don't really fight the presents anymore because I have
everything.
max gift tags. I have the stuff.
I'm just going for classic
And,
cards.
Oh, there is that. Okay.
Like I have my max class I have is warrior. I'm working on pirate now as time goes on. I don't force level my stuff.
Right, let's bring up. Just because. Lots of people, it should go down quick.
Ducky ducky.
Oh my gosh. I remember the first Duckyzilla. Oh, that was just so amazing.
My daddy's about to reset in 30 minutes. Thank you, MJ.
It's gonna be.
Dailies.
Oh, I better hurry. I have one daily left to do.
You do?
Wait, which daily do I need to do? Oh, use a consumable. I was gonna do that, but I'm distracted by Artix's stories.
Oh, hold on. Nobody's lost on the nodes.
Holy cow! You realize the
Christmas,
size
Halloween.
difference of these nodes. Like the Rapid is so much bigger than the Christmas one.
I think the Halloween one does not have a mini form. That's permanent that you can unlock. Only temporary.
Ah. I hope they bring back that tape program that they had developed and were getting ready to launch for community supporters. And Raven made his, I made mine, and they got them all set. And then it was like, oh, we gotta put this on hiatus, and then it never happened again. But they had it with, there were so many different symbols you could pick and different colors.
Yeah, they had that. I remember that. Just
I don't know why they never. I mean, they already did it. They already programmed it. Why not bring that back?
because I'm okay with like if I have to stream AQ3D more, I stream it like a lot already. I think.
See, I feel like I need to go to my, there we go, daily task complete.
Because I think you can't just, unless you have all your streams archived, you know, for AdventureQuest 3D. You can get a decent reading on how long you've been streaming for the game. Because I don't trust, I don't trust the whole Twitch thing with going on the website to see how long you've been streaming for. Because it's interactive.
Oh yeah. I went and counted all my hours once. That was a lot of hours.
On every single live stream, I have in a playlist. Every single one. It's just like multi-stream, it was easy to pinpoint of how long I've been.
The Christmas Daughtery? He makes me think of cupcakes.
Christmas cupcakes.
He looks like a very tasty cupcake. And now I'm craving cupcakes. See, doesn't look like. Doesn't he look like a chocolate cupcake with green frosting? 19 hours I can open the big monthly end chest.
19 hours?
Yep.
So make sure you open that. Now, of course, because you want to open your chest on a regular basis now, because with DC.
And I totally forget. I
do
totally
too.
forget, and I will go and open like one a week. So I might save it for New Year's, actually. No harm in waiting 4 days. Okay?
No harm.
Open it on stream for anniversary. I mean,
Hey, hopefully get a good drop.
let's drop another duck for people. Why not? Random ducks.
Yeah, for me, anything Dragon Knight would be good for a drop. As a spawn. Like maybe the Dragon Travel mounts, but just travel form versions. And just recolored. Like this.
Yeah, there you go. It's like if they could do the capes again, you know?
I remember the capes, and I got yours and Gold Raven before they went public. The drops.
Oh yeah, they weren't drops. They told us that what we gave away, and it was minimal people, event things, and then Artix went and hand coded them on any account that won.
Yeah, I won Gold Ravens and I won yours.
And but see, that'd be something they can implement without a lot of like work now because it's already there.
The coding's all there as drops, so you just make just like for.
I think it was the person who had headed it up was no longer with Artix Entertainment. Maybe that was it. I just remember, I mean, they even had to leave the group chat that we had. It just all disappeared, and they're like, oh, we got to put a hold on this for a bit, and then... But it's something that folks can do that wouldn't put a lot of extra work on the team. Like which is why I was always not wanting to be, you know, oh, I know you say give you a list of more duck things, but it's like, I don't want to put more on you guys. You do so much.
There's enough ducks and stuff already. Just help the other content, at least some with the content creators, you know? Like Loki Monster and Gold Raven and other people out there, you know? Do that for work.
Yeah. Or just something like for loot on the duck drops. You know, throw in, I mean, not the like Guardian type items, but you know, the rubber ducky pictures that they have, or you know, they can add more stuff that way if they want.
There's a duck picture in Cicero's room. You can add that.
It was just so funny when he asked, so did we ever do that? Like, that was like back at Easter? No, not yet. That's okay. That's okay. Anything you guys do is like a super amazing bonus. There's no worries.
Well, it spawns
no
today.
worries. Yeah. Dude, I really want a chocolate cupcake now.
I do too.
I really, really want a chocolate cupcake. That looks so tasty. In fact, I need to get a good screenshot of them and make a daughtery cupcake.
You might
and
can
take a picture.
You might can find somebody that has a because you can't use a green screen room, and you might have to use the blackout room to get a good picture. You know.
Oh, it was so hard just trying to get a ducky picture.
I want to.
If you pull it anywhere, people jump in and they're like, "Yay!"
Like, I want to get a. Getting a picture of your character is, with just your character, is a pain. Right? It's a pain. So I think. Without any background, you know.
Excuse me.
Wow, bless you.
Oh man, I can't even.
You okay?
I can't even sneeze normal. Oh my god.
Well, it is cold.
But I'm happy I'm fully recovered because I had a weird virus that gave me a strong cough and I had bloodshot eyes from it.
Oh no. Have you ever? Okay, maybe this is too much info, but have you ever coughed so hard that you broke the blood vessels in your face?
I think that's what happened.
Or thrown up. So I did that once and I was out and I was like at church and I came out and like, and it looks like pinpoints because it's capillaries at first. Like these tiny little red dots just suddenly cover your cheeks and your face. Oh my gosh, it's so scary.
Yeah, what happened was, you know, this crazy part is this cough I had was, I think it was actually severe, worse than COVID when I got that. That's how bad it.
Man.
Well, at least with COVID, I was able to sleep. With this cough, I couldn't sleep at night unless I ate suppressants, and that was about 4 days into it.
I am so sorry.
But I'm done with it. And when I hanged out with King Werepower, he got it too for some reason. Place we went.
Oh man.
So me and him were good buddies. Me and King Werepower.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they're
just-
actually sending me off to a specialist to try to find out what's wrong with my vocal cords. Because this
Oh.
keeps happening for no reason. And it's hurt to talk for the last 3 years. Which is why I don't know. I don't sing as much on streams anymore. I tried to sing yesterday, and this is what happened.
Don't sing.
I tried to sing one little song and lost my voice all day. And so yeah. Anyway, that's life. I'm just hoping maybe there's a way to fix it, because singing in choir is actually a huge part of my life, and coping skills, and I really miss it. It's kind of lame, but it is one of my coping skills, so I'd like it back. Then again, I haven't streamed as much on my channel this year, as you both, I'm sure, might have
I
noticed.
know. I've been noticing. Yes.
Yeah, we do now. No.
It's because getting through a work stream for my voice is painful enough. It's really hard to keep going.
I'm actually surprised how far you're going this stream.
That's because you guys in Artix did all the talking.
I don't care if they're talking and yapping as long as we're hanging out.
So, but I should probably go ahead, even though these gnomes are very enticing. Well, but,
I got a candy cane. Good. And I'm getting some new people to play, not new, but getting some new people to play AQ3D. They got their account set up, they played to like level 15 to get stuff situated so we can pass the tutorial and all, and we're having a set dates coming up, and they will soon will play as a group of 4 people streaming at once. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm really lucky in a lot of my work streams.
Yeah.
That I still, many of them are group-based, so they can do a lot more of the talking, and they've been in on it, and they know that I can't do it. I can't speak as much for very long.
If you ever do, when you do AQ3D on Fridays or Thursday, whatever, give me a heads up, and if I'm busy, you can always pull me in. If I'm not busy.
Okay, so if you're busy,
I'm not
that
busy.
sounds a bit.
I'm not busy. Because sometimes I co-stream with Fire Night.
Yeah. Thank you both, Atago, Kiba, for coming in and hanging out. I really appreciate it.
Red.
You guys are great.
I'm still alive,
And
so you can right now if you need to.
Always been a great support, and I love how much you guys support AQ3D. So I'm going to wish you and everybody in the audience a wonderful night. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and I hope you have an amazing, wonderful day, weekends, and I should be dropping some ducks on the 31st, so...
And I'll be streaming
go.
too. Like, let's see, 31st is on
Yeah, we'll all be
Wednesday.
there.
Yeah, I would definitely be there.
It's on a Wednesday. So take care, alright? You guys have a really great night.
Okay.
Toodle!
Toodle.
Stay warm.
Stay warm and hopefully your vocal cords feel better.
Thank you. And let me raid over to you.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off and make some hot cocoa as well.
I gotta go have some.
Have some hot cocoa, have some honey and tea, and just relax.
Yep, alright, see you guys.
See you, boss.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.